Okay, thanks for your time. It's a small country, Namibia, a population of just over 1 million people. So we really need to see a lot happening on the production side of the economy, output, manufacturing. This is where China could come in. Give us a sense of the relationship you're having with China, because as it stands, China is a net importer into Namibia, but not much going the other way around.
Well, first of all, Namibia has a population of about 2.1 million, not 1 million.
Okay, thanks
just
for
to
that.
correct that figure there. Yeah, of course, that's still small. It's still not that big. But we do have a trade relations with China. We have started this relationship long time ago. In fact, before independence, China had a relationship with the liberation movement in Namibia, the SWAPO party. And after independence, that relationship then continued with the Namibian government. Namibia and China have been having this relationship also in terms of trade and commercial ties. We have been registering a trade surplus with China for quite some time, until about 2007 or 2009, when we started registering a trade deficit, and they have become a net exporter to Namibia, as you rightly indicated. Right. The goods that we are trading with China really is, or the goods that we're exporting to China, are mainly raw minerals. Your uranium, yellow cake, your zinc, copper, lead. We export raw minerals to China. But we import a number of manufactured products from China into Namibia. And we think that, especially from the Namibia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which is representing the private sector in Namibia, we would like to see increased trade of Namibian manufactured products. We would particularly like to start exporting to China a number of our agricultural and fisheries products. At the moment, we don't have a bilateral agreement between China and Namibia that makes provision for trading in these goods. And we've been pushing the two governments to come to an agreement that would allow Namibian products to enter the Chinese market.
Okay, Tarah, let's chip away at this.
Really is to look at.
Tarah, let's chip away at this in small blocks. Okay, so you see strategic importance in terms of the agricultural side of the economy. China would agree with you, because increasingly we're seeing China coming through with supplying agricultural equipment, trying to help Namibia create agricultural or farming industries of scale. How much work is being done in this area, and when will we start seeing results, do you think?
We don't really have a significant investment by China in agriculture or fisheries. We would like to see more investments from China in those sectors. We would also like to see China then importing these products from Namibia into China, because we believe there is a market for these products into China. And I think the two governments, or the Namibian government, has indicated that they would be signing an agreement that would allow Namibia to actually export our agricultural products, particularly beef, lamb, grapes, dates, into China, and also some of our fish. But we also want China to play a bigger role in the industrial development efforts that the country is making at the moment, to develop our industrial capacity, create manufacturing businesses in the country, and export to various destinations, including China, so that we change the current trade relations, which is only based on raw minerals and more manufactured products from China. Okay, but I think there is a lot of potential that is there in the relationship between Namibia and China in terms of trade, and particularly China's ability to assist Namibia or to invest in Namibia and be able to develop our agricultural fishery and other sectors that are important, including tourism.
Okay, Tarah, let's talk about the mining economy, because China is often criticized for only coming into Africa for commodities and extractive industries. Namibia is trying to revive its copper mining sector so that you expand on the mining economy. Are we seeing Chinese investment in this area, and on what terms? What sort of model for investment would you like to see?
Well, we have seen a lot of investments by China in Namibian mining sector, and we, of course, welcome these investments. But we would also like to see a lot more investments going into value-adding industries, especially those that are adding value to our raw minerals. At the moment, our copper is refined in Namibia, and that is all what we do with that copper, and we export that refined copper elsewhere. We don't produce copper products, for example. But we do have Chinese investments in copper. We now have, we are going to have Chinese investments in zinc. They are exploring other subsectors within the mining sector, such as iron ore in Namibia and other minerals that they are exploring. We believe that they will start making significant investments into this, but we also want to see them investing in value addition.
Tarah, what terms are of engagement? Because the Chinese have tended to employ a model of issuing concessional loans in exchange for resources in exchange for infrastructure. Namibia's got an infrastructure deficit. The Chinese could help you address some of those problems. Are you entering into those kinds of investment relations?
No, I am not aware of any deal made between Namibia and China, which is basically looking at Namibia's resources attached to concessional loans. The only condition that I have seen attached to those concessional loans would be perhaps that the work in infrastructure should be done by a Chinese company or something like that. But where we are bonding our resources, I think that is not really permitted under Namibian laws. And I don't think Namibia would be interested in doing that because there's not significant benefit in giving our resources for that. But I think there is a great potential to exploit the trade relations that Namibia has with China, including getting those loans, but not on conditions that are not benefiting or disadvantaging, that are disadvantaging Namibians.
Tarah, a final question and a brief answer, please. Joint ventures between Namibian companies and Chinese companies, especially in the area of small-scale mining, for instance, or cement production, this is also becoming a new area of interest. To what extent do you see the Chinese helping you grow entrepreneurship in Namibia?
Well, I think we don't have many joint ventures between Namibian and Chinese companies, but we do have such joint ventures, although not so many. There is also potential for more joint ventures in various areas of the economy. I think China can play a good role in partnering with Namibians and developing real Namibian industries. So we believe there is a good opportunity to create these joint ventures between Chinese and Namibian companies, which can have significant economic benefits for Namibia. And we would like to pursue such opportunities.